I have been all over the place this year, but I've learned a thing or two about getting yourself out of a slump. And I wanted to share a few tips and tricks about some of the ways that I've been able to keep myself afloat while going through so much emotional stress. Hi, my name is Shay, and if you're new here, I make videos all about getting my life together and some of the adventures I go on along the way. And this year has been the most chaotic year of my entire adult life. Just a little bit of a backstory for you guys. I lost my job at the beginning of the year. I had to plan and execute a wedding. On top of that, I have other health things that are going on, so it made things just a little bit spicy this year. I wanted to share 10 tips that have helped me kind of stay out of that slumpy kind of gray area of life. Okay, tip number 1. Feel the feels. Now, I say this because you're feeling this way for a reason. It's okay to sit in it for a little while. What is clouding your head? What does your body need? Does it need a break? Maybe you're going through a big life change. It could be a job change. It could be moving. It could be engagement, marriage, getting laid off, a breakup, changing schools. There are so many variables in your life that can change. So whatever it is, just feel it out for a little bit. Number 2, make a list. Get a notebook and a pen. Maybe an iPad or whatever you feel most comfortable writing notes on. Write 3 lists. All the things you feel right now. Write a list of what you would like to feel, and then write a list of the things that you'd like to do. Tip number 3, take yourself for a date. No one spends more time with you than yourself, so you might as well get used to it. Change your environment, maybe go see a new thing, hang out at a park, maybe try a new cafe you haven't been to before, get lunch at a new restaurant or a familiar place, and just be comfortable with hanging out with yourself. Number 4, revise your routine. Remember that list of things you like to do? Do you incorporate any of those in your daily routine? I recently switched up my routine to incorporate more things that I actually like doing. It has made the world of a difference to have things to look for in my regular routine. I highly recommend looking at this, and if there's anything that's missing or that you think you might like doing, try it out for a couple weeks. Number 5, set a timer. Don't want to do the dishes? Set a timer. Don't want to fold your laundry? Set a 10-minute timer. Don't want to vacuum the house? Just set a timer. Now, I'm sure you've heard this many places, but this is the one tip that I highly recommend doing for literally anything. I feel like anytime I have a timer set for 5 minutes, 10 minutes even, I feel like it's gamified and you actually feel like doing the thing that you don't want to do because you want to fit it in that small time frame. So set a timer, trust me. For longer projects, I typically like to put on an episode of something I've watched before. So it could be an episode of Gilmore Girls, and I will watch that episode while I'm folding my laundry or while I'm doing the dishes, something that'll just make the task a little bit easier. Number 6, declutter. Everyone's favorite thing, I know, but I like to pick a couple problem areas around the house. For instance, right now I have a drawer that desperately needs attention, and I'm gonna pop on an episode of something or set a timer, my tip number 5, and I will finish that task or at least get started with it. So if I get tired of it, at least I accomplished the time that I said I would, and I could leave it for a later date if I need to. But I find that once you start cleaning out stuff, you get a little bit more inspired and a little bit more energized to continue doing other things in your day. Number 7, go outside. Yes. Go outside, leave your house, get some fresh air. This isn't rocket science. I feel like everyone tells us to get outside to get some air, but it does do wonders. So whether you need to walk to the mailbox, walk your dog, walk yourself, get some fresh air. 10 minutes, set a timer, go back to that tip number 5. All you gotta do is walk out for 5 minutes, back for 5 minutes. Getting outside has helped me in so many ways, especially in this time where I feel like I am completely lost. During this time, I have listened to podcasts that I haven't listened to in a while. I have started audiobooks and finished audiobooks. I will catch up on my phone calls. I will call my parents. Maybe I'll call my husband. What else have I done? So yeah, just get yourself outside. I can't explain the feeling feeling that it gives you, but it does make you feel so much better by the time you're back in your house. Number 8, make a Pinterest board. I love Pinterest. It's one of those things that I just can't not do. I look at Pinterest every day. We love a good Pinterest board. We love a vision board. We are manifesting all the feelings, all the activities and adventure with a Pinterest board. So just build one. You could pin things of places you want to go to, adventures you'd like to have. Maybe you're really trying to get into a new sport or a new activity. Save images of those things so you can kind of picture yourself doing them. I typically like to make a board and then make a collage after the fact, and I'll leave it as a wallpaper or maybe a background on my phone so I can see those things all the time, and they inspire me and encourage me to do the things that I said I wanted to do. So make a Pinterest board. Romanticize about your future you, or some of the things you want to do. It's just fun. Number 9, make another list. Remember that Pinterest board we just talked about? Make a list about the things that inspire you about that board. Why does it hype you up? Why are you excited about it? Why did you save some of the images that you did? Essentially, you're creating a little bit of a bucket list here. So is it a trip that you're going on? Is it that you're trying a new sport? Are you planning hangouts with your friends? Or maybe you are entertaining and doing a big dinner for everyone. So make a list. Write down those goals or maybe bucket list items that might be coming through those photos on your board. Number 10, implement. How are you going to achieve all these beautiful Pinterest images or bucket list items unless you plan a little? Now with this new list that you just created in tip number 9, how are you going to achieve any of these things? With your new list now, kind of go in and see how you can automate as many things as you possibly can. So maybe you're planning a trip. Maybe it's that you need to save some money to go on this trip. The best way to prep for that trip is probably saving. So maybe you're auto-depositing a certain amount from your paychecks every week, and it goes into this fun trip money fund where you can spend that on your new vacation. If it's automated, you don't see it, you don't feel like you're doing anything extra, but you know that you're saving for something in the future. Maybe you want to take a new class or try a new activity. Start looking into some of the free trials that a lot of gyms and studios do. They usually do a first free class, discounted first week or 2 weeks or something rather. So maybe you want to look into some of those studios, maybe with a friend even. Maybe it's putting things into your calendar so you're consistently doing that habit or new thing. Take baby steps and be gentle on yourself. It is so easy to fall into a slump or a little bit of funk and feel off, and it is 10 times harder getting out of that. So just remember that you can't do everything all at once, just one thing at a time. So maybe do this whole thing in 10 days. So you have your first day where you're feeling all your feels. The second day, you write your list. The day after that, you take yourself out on a date, and so on and so forth. You do 10 days, 10 tips, and maybe you'll feel a little bit of something by the end of it. And maybe you need more time than just 10 days. Maybe you do 1 tip a week and you get there slowly. There is no judgment here. Honor your body and your mind and what it is going through, because that's all that matters, is that you are doing okay. My slump has been 7 months strong. So, if you're there, you're there. And there is no shame in what I'm going through. I'm going through it, and that's all that matters. And I'm doing the best I can. And I'm doing everything that I can in my control to feel better every single day. So that's that. I still feel a little stuck. I'm a little embarrassed. I am quite annoyed, but it's fine. I have been making myself feel guilty about doing the things that I really like to do or want to do. And over the last several weeks, I've been doing everything in my power to kind of get back into a routine, a list of items that I really like to do or that I enjoy doing without making myself feel guilty for my current situation. Don't hold yourself hostage in your own house because you don't have a job. So if you're like me, you're in a little bit of a slump, you're not sure what you're doing with your life, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling lost, make that list. What do you feel? What do you want to feel? And what do you want to do? And I feel like that was a really good starting place in figuring out what it is that I could do with my days, what it is that I want to feel, and what I want to do. So I'm pretty sure my mic's died here, but that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hi, my name is Shay. Hi, my name is Shay, and why can't I wave and say my name at the same time?